Another pandemic raging on, with many women suffering in silence, scared to leave or stay. For many, when they finally leave the abusive space, it's after much deliberation. This is one woman's account.
Hard for me to leave the relationship because the first person I thought about was my child, who was now going to be subjected to just one parent and growing up without her father being present. So I realized that if I stay in this relationship, I'm going to end up being a statistic or end up being dead. We've seen a lot of women, get out of relationships with a coffin. And I just didn't want to subject my child to such trauma. So I decided to end the relationship. And on the day that I was beaten, I went and opened a case at the nearest police station.
The outside world is sometimes just as scary.
The experience there was very bad. It was full, number one. Two, I asked for a female cop to actually come and talk to me in my car. And when I saw one outside talking on her phone, I asked my neighbor to actually go and ask her if she can come and speak to me in my car, because I was bleeding and I was in so much pain. And she came and she asked me what had happened, and I told her. And the first thing that came to her or out of her mouth was, why was I going through my man's phone? And I deserve what I got, which was the beatings.
The kind of response and reception they receive at station level by police officers are inappropriate, unacceptable, where they are often ridiculed, turned away, they scoffed at, and often also told that it's a domestic affair, they need to sort it out themselves.
The reason a lot of women do not report cases of gender-based violence, it is because of the shame associated with gender-based violence. And number two is that when they report, most of the time, if they go, the police do not want to open cases for them, and they fear for their lives, because even if they get a protection order, it's just a piece of paper that does not stop the actual abuse from happening. And number three, sometimes the families do not want women to come back home when they are in abusive relationships. And then number four is the issue of dependency, financial dependency on the abuse, and a number of factors as well. Sometimes they're thinking about their children.
Law enforcement needs to be equipped better to deal with gender-based violence cases.
I think we need to change the infrastructure in police stations, because where you report an accident, where you report theft, where you report assault, where you report rape and GBV, it's all in the same area, and it's often not a personal thing. And I know some police stations do have separate areas where they take people. Actually, most police stations, if we're to be honest. But we need that priority. When someone walks in and they've been raped, they don't first have to go to the benches and sit with everyone else. I think there must be a special desk for women in every police station.
For more victims to receive assistance as well as justice, there needs to be a shift to allow a safer space for women to report cases. Hasina Gori, SABC News, Johannesburg.